Good morning, girls. So today we are starting with the topic theory. So the contents of this particular chapter are we have to first of all understand what is the concept of decision theory, what is a different decision making environment, uh, and the decision tree. So this material has been extensively sourced from Operation Research by VK Kapoor. When you talk about decision theory, it means a particular situation. There are different uh, states of nature, and you have multiple options. So you have to choose which option you will be choosing in which situation. So for example, if you have three different situations and there are three tasks that you can do, so in which situation you will be doing which task, that is the basic idea behind this particular topic of decision theory. So let's read it. It says it provides a rich set of concepts and techniques to aid the decision maker in dealing with complex decision problems. That means you will be you will be in the role of the decision maker. So what type of decision you need to take? You have to select the most probable profitable mix. Then if you are planning to produce something, so which product is to be produced, that you will have to decide. And sometimes you may also have to do expand or do not continue, make or buy. Such type of decisions are to be taken when you're talking about decision theory. So what is the structure in this particular topic? One is decision maker. That is the person who is in the role of the data analyst and will be in charge of doing the analysis and then arriving at an appropriate decision. Courses of action. Courses of action indicates what are the different strategies that you can adopt depending upon the situation. For example, if it is raining, so then I will take action that I should carry a raincoat or an umbrella while moving out. If it is very sunny, so then I will take a decision that I need an umbrella or maybe glass, and accordingly, then I will move out in the uh, move out for doing my work. So that is representing the strategy, the course of action. Action is in your hands. You have to decide whether I should do this or that. That means it is within your control. Agreed, all of you? Course of action is something which is within your control. State of nature. State as it is, the words are very self-explanatory. State of nature indicates something which is external. Okay. When you say it is external, it means you do not have any control. It is an uncontrollable factor. For example, if you go out and then suddenly you start saying कि अरे आज मेरा mood है कि rain होना चाहिए, and you tell to God rain दे दो and the rain starts. Is it possible? No. It's something which is not controllable. It is beyond your control. The events which they are depending upon the state of nature, then you will take an appropriate action. One more important thing which you need to remember is state of nature is something which is mutually exclusive. So can you tell me what do you mean by mutually exclusive? What do you mean by mutually exclusive? Yes. Sorry. Okay. We have different states of nature. So if it is raining, that means it is not a sunny environment, right or not? Mutually exclusive means if one thing is happening, it automatically means the other thing is not happening. If it is raining, it also means there is no snowfall, right or not? Agreed, all of you? Okay. Now there are different concepts which we will be using in this particular topic of decision theory, some terminology. So I want you to make a note of it. Pay off. Pay off indicates basically you prepare a matrix. Okay. So you may be focusing on the cost factor or you can be focusing on the profit. It depends which variable you have chosen. So it all depends upon the situation. What is the decision making environment? Are you focusing on the cost or are you focusing on the profit? So if you're focusing on the cost, so you will prepare a cost matrix that will be called as a payoff table. But if you're focusing on the profit, so then it will be a payoff representing the profit. Please note the payoff table has to be prepared in a combination which represents what is the payoff for each state of nature and the possible action that we want to take. I will be showing you a particular example. So payoff table represents the payoff, maybe the cost or the profit in combinations. For this particular state of nature, what is the payoff? So please have a look at the sample payoff table. You will notice I have given 4 states of nature: recession, stable economy, moderate growth, and is it within our control to have this particular states of nature? So these are uncontrollable factors, right? Strategy. You have 2 different strategies. I want to do strategy A or strategy B. Is adoption of a particular strategy in your hands? Should I make tea or coffee? Is it in your hand? Yes. Because it is my choice. I want to decide whether I want to have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. So when you talk about course of action, these are controllable factors. Okay. It is in your hands. How will you decide whether you want to have tea or whether you want to have ice cream? It all depends upon the state of nature. If it is very hot at that time, what is the course of action that you will choose? What is the course of action that you will choose? Yes. You will prefer to have ice cream, right or not? So if your course of action is to have tea and ice cream, right? If it is very hot, so then I will choose ice cream. But if it is very cold, at that time, I will choose a cup of tea, right? So some things which are within your hands, controllable factor. This is the course of action. Okay. And these are the things which are beyond your control. Always remember, whenever you're making a payoff table, state of nature, you have to always write on the left side and the action at the top. Suppose एग्जाम में मैंने उल्टा पुल्टा करके दिया है, मैंने एक्शन लेफ्ट साइड पे लिखा है और स्टेट ऑफ नेचर ऊपर लिखा है, तो आपको चेंज करना है बिफोर यू स्टार्ट सॉल्विंग. वो ध्यान है आपको. Now, what are the different decision making environment? Certainty. Certainty indicates, for example, you will have a question in the examination. What are the different decision making environments? So it's a 2-mark question. So you will just say following are the decision making environment. Number 1, decision making under certainty, decision making under risk, and decision making under uncertainty. So there are 3 decision making environments. What do you mean by decision making under certainty? Certainty. The word certainty indicates you are sure about it, right? There is no confusion. ठीक है कि अगर आप लेक्चर अटेंड करोगे तो आपको अटेंडेंस मिलेगी. We are absolutely sure, right or not? There are no ifs and buts, so there is only one outcome. Clear? So that is called as decision making under certainty. Decision making under risk. Multiple outcomes. Probability of occurrence can be attached to it if it is a risk. Okay? See, when you're sure about it, तो naturally there is only one outcome. But अगर risk है, risk क्यों है? Because there are certain things which cannot be predicted. At the most, you can make a guesswork. For example, हम लोग एक stall लगाते हैं campus में, canteen area में at 11:15. We know 11:15 to 11:30 break का time है. सब लोग नीचे आते हैं कैंटीन में और कुछ ना कुछ खाते हैं ना. आपने एक स्टॉल लगाया है मे बी वड़ा पाव का, राइट? एकदम गर्मा गर्म 11:15 को वड़ा पाव काउंटर पे आ गया है. व्हाट इज योर चांस दैट पूरा सेल हो जाता है? चांसेस ज्यादा है क्योंकि ब्रेक का टाइम है एंड इट इज वेरी हॉट एंड पीपल आर मतलब एंटाइज्ड टू परचेज, राइट? बट ऐसे भी तो हो सकता है मैं तो ऑलरेडी अपने घर से टिफिन लेके आई हूँ. So even though I am interested, I may not buy because घर से जो हम खाना लेके आए हैं टिफिन में फिर वो बच जाएगा और वो वेस्ट हो जाएगा and we don't want to waste the food. So at that time you decide कि no, I don't want to purchase. So that means there are multiple outcomes over here. I may buy, I may not buy. Okay. So that is called as decision making under risk. Uncertainty. Uncertainty indicates हमें बिल्कुल कुछ पता ही नहीं है, बिल्कुल कुछ पता नहीं है. आपको सपोज किसी और कॉलेज में जाके स्टॉल लगाना है. यू डोंट नो व्हाट इज द ब्रेक टाइम ओवर देयर, यू डोंट नो व्हाट इज द लंच टाइम ओवर देयर. लोग खरीदेंगे नहीं खरीदेंगे कुछ आइडिया नहीं है. आपको बोलेंगे थोड़ा गेस वर्क करने के लिए कि गर्मा गर्म है तो बिकेगा या नहीं बिकेगा. नहीं, no idea at all because you don't know the system of that particular college. When you are not aware about anything, so that is the uncertainty. Uncertainty में काम करना बहुत difficult होता है. Risk में तो एटलीस्ट आपको पता है कि कोई ना कोई तो आएगा. बट अनसर्टेन आपको बिल्कुल बैकग्राउंड में कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन ही नहीं है बट आपको पता है कि या तो बिकेगा या नहीं बिकेगा. एंड कितना आप खरीद के वहां पे जाके काउंटर पे सेटअप करो वो सब आपके ऊपर है कि आपका रिस्क बियरिंग कैपेसिटी कितना है. ओके, सो दीज आर द डिसीजन मेकिंग एनवायरमेंट्स व्हिच आर देयर. डिसीजन मेकिंग अनसर्टेनिटी के लिए डिफरेंट मेथड्स हैं ऑफ अराइविंग एट सॉल्यूशंस कि डिसीजन कैसे लेना चाहिए. फॉर दैट द पॉपुलर टेक्निक्स आर लीनियर प्रोग्रामिंग, क्यूइंग थ्योरी, इन्वेंटरी मॉडल, कैपिटल बजटिंग एंड ब्रेक इवन एनालिसिस. इसमें से डिसीजन साइंस में हम लोग लीनियर प्रोग्रामिंग एंड क्यूइंग थ्योरी करने वाले हैं. तो लीनियर प्रोग्रामिंग हैज ऑलरेडी बीन कंप्लीटेड, so now we have to do the queuing theory also, that we will be done later on. So decision making under risk. So what I will do is I will start solving a numerical problem in the next session. तो मैंने एक रिकॉर्डिंग कंप्लीट किया है जिसमें सिर्फ इंट्रोडक्शन था. अभी सेकंड रिकॉर्डिंग है. In this we will be solving a numerical question.